Bubba's Brewhouse, y'all.
I'm afraid it's gonna make a mess. No, we're good. We're good.
All right.
Are you ready for this fall, Steen?
I live this. This is my life.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I don't spill this champagne on Mr. Paul here.
You put champagne in that? I didn't know that was champagne.
Welcome to Coco and Darla.
You gotta.
We're back.
You got loose ends.
All over the place. We have no idea how many loose ends we have.
This is great. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Perfect.
Ugh, I could just like totally lax.
Just no.
Did you look at that? Made in China. My feet
See?
don't touch the ground.
Stony Lou.
Okay, Stony Lou. I was about to say it, man. I know.
Damn it, you
I
guys.
know, that makes me
We try to play on the ye and the haw, like different ways. Like we yeed and now there's haw everywhere, and we ain't cleaning it up or stuff like that.
In the Jack in the Box parking lot. Do you want any champagne?
No, not yet.
Alright.
I'll do a Jaeger bomb though.
Okay.
Let's do one of those.
Okay. We should cheers.
Right now? Or wait. Let's go.
Alright! Okay, we'll be right back! Wait. Because I put my champagne in there.
It's gonna get fun, I can tell. I can tell already. Try it.
Well, we're back with a brand new episode. We're brand new wrap. Paul Steen over here.
Bubba's Brewhouse.
Bubba's Brewhouse.
Yeah, we just invited ourselves down, and he was kind enough to let us come in and wreck his 2-day show with Reed
Yeah.
Southall.
We should probably explain this new environment. So it's raining outside. Last time it was raining, we postponed the show. This time, he was gracious enough to allow us in his green room. So,
Black room.
The what?
the black room?
Black.
It is black.
The door is green though.
Oh.
I didn't even realize that.
And this place is dope. Like,
Green room.
If you've never been
Green
to Bubba's,
door room.
I really
Green
love
door
your
room.
place. It's super
I had
cool.
take the
It's
chin
very
strap off
cool.
to stress this.
Why? Because your 5 chins are hanging out now?
Bubba's is awesome.
He's a funny dude.
We're gonna
He has
expose
great
that
music.
right now. So, Bubba, wait, Paul.
Bubba.
Paul. So,
Whatever we call you, that's what your name is, okay?
Fair enough.
all right, Tom.
Is
Well,
this 2A Street?
Yes,
We
get to
absolutely.
play that?
Absolutely.
We get to play that?
I'd be a little pissed if you didn't.
Because the jacket is telling me Beetlejuice jokes. It's telling me Beetlejuice.
It's okay, we already discussed that. That's
Okay,
what usually.
okay.
But look, I even it out with
spinning
my.
myself.
Honky Tonk Beetlejuice. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure out how
Honky
to.
Tonk Beetlejuice.
It's
Sounds like a new Doorant line dance for all the Durantulas. Speaking of,
Durantulas.
we learned a word today.
Durantulas.
I don't even know about
You
that.
have to pronounce the whole word correctly. Durantulas, not Durant.
Durantula.
Durantulas.
And so explain to me what a Durantula
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Everything your parents hope you would never be. That's what a Durantula is.
Loose,
All at the
stupid,
same
and
time.
misdirected.
All at the same
Oh
time.
God, that sounded horrible.
I didn't say it.
We self-inflict our own embarrassment. Well, oh, we forgot to. We gotta do it. You did it.
Have you been drinking since like 9? We did already.
I did have some kombucha earlier.
Come what?
Kombucha.
Is that a prescription?
So, we'd like to start off on a serious note. with asking how you came to love music or where that love comes from, I suppose. Obviously, being a venue owner and booking artists takes a lot of love for music. So it's a different side of it than the musician side.
Yeah, which is where I started. I started as a musician, and eventually, I always tell people I played every place in Texas and Oklahoma that you don't want to play.
Right.
And very few, I didn't say that, very few that you would want to play. And that's how life is when you're a beginning musician. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just, it's an important part though. I want to stress that. It's very important that you start in the beer joints and, make those mistakes.
Absolutely.
Because if not, you make the mistakes on a bigger stage and it's just harder to come back from, you know. But I always thought I wanted to have a place or be a part of a place that I would want to play at. And so that's what this is. To me, it's a place that I would want to go play at. And it's just evolved a lot over 3 years.
I think that's so great. When did that happen that you decided that, okay, I'm going to buy a bar, this is how I'm going to do it?
Yeah, what's the Bubba story?
So, I had a pretty good job, and my mom was like, hey, I'm opening a bar with some of my friends. It was a midlife crisis for her, divorce. I'm opening a bar, let's get wild.
I guess that's better than loose men and expensive cars.
It's true.
No one can argue with that. No one can argue. Such a fun bar. Once in that bar.
So, her friends were from the bar background and live music background. I was like, oh, that's great, you know. I'm going to keep my job, my day job, you know.
Right.
I'll come hang out with you guys. But got the building, the liquor license, all the blah, 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 blahs. 2 friends pulled out. So my mom was stuck. And I had the experience, you know, being in bands. And it's funny now because I had no idea what I was doing, but I thought I knew what I was getting into. So, yeah, I mean...
Right here, hi! Hi, us! Right here.
You think it's so easy until
you do it. It's 10 times harder than anything you could have ever thought.
Because you have a whole life going on outside of this.
Yeah, well, you try. You try to.
You try. Wife, kids, you know, living a little bit of normalcy while trying to live your passion too, because... Yeah. You know, it brings so much people joy. Or that's the way I feel about it, you know?
Exactly. That's what I explained it to someone the other day. It's like, I do this for the nights, like last night or tonight, where you see a whole crowd of people just having the time of their life. That's why I do this. And that's what's made us recently step in outside of our box and outside of our comfort zone, because it's like, well, maybe it doesn't just have to be this style of music. It can be something different, and it's still people just coming together and having a really good time.
Absolutely.
You know? It doesn't have to be about a movement or a scene. It's just about atmosphere of people having the time of their lives. You know, that's really all it's about.
So you said that you lived in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Whew.
I would like to know, because I told you I lived in Nashville for 5 years. Apparently we were there at the same time though, because I was there from 2003 to 2008, and you were there.
Did you ever 2005 and 6? Do you remember I don't know if they're still there. There's Elvis statues on Broadway.
Yes.
I've passed out next to those a time or two.
Did you ever pass out right in front of the tin roof around all the naked people statues?
Yeah, the Mombrian. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I always used to walk out of the bars and be like, why are there big in my face? It's the weirdest thing. There are these naked statues.
It just happens all over Nashville, right? Just in your face.
Hey, a lot of bachelorette parties go to Nashville.
So why'd you go there? Music?
Yes, and school. I went to school too.
What'd you go to school for?
I was going to trade school. I was a diesel mechanic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that you just went to Nashville though.
Yeah, 3 weeks after I graduated high school.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Just literally threw everything in trash bags in the back of my truck and drove straight to Nashville.
You are us.
I did the same thing, except I had a 1-year-old in the backseat.
Oh wow!
What am I doing?
That is tough. Yeah.
But it was fun. Love that place.
That chin strap on. You want me to loosen it up for you? Here.
I felt like
You just tuck it here. We'll do this. Oh! You have a pirate. You have an eye patch.
That's for when you walk out of the bar.
Man, we relate to you so much because I don't know that we've really told this story on the show yet, but we only met back in September maybe of last year, late September.
I thought you were like.
You're right. I know.
Nope. We just
You
met
think
a
so?
few months ago in a bar. We were going to see music. I was there to see Chris. She was there to see a guy she was dating at the time.
Someone was wearing overalls.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So, deeper part of the story. We meet. We become inseparable. We're friends. It's great. I brought her a donut. We were attached to the hip for life from there. And she was in my bedroom, and I was like, we were talking about music, and I pulled up in my journal. I was like, I gotta show you this page. Because it was all of these like diagrams and plans and a venue that I wanted to plan and artists I wanted to talk to. And she started crying. I was like, I have the same pages in my journal.
We had the same dream book.
So it's awesome because this is kind of this thing. It's super fun. We've been so excited to talk to you because we're like, man, this guy gets it. You're not on the playing side as of now. You know, maybe you used to be. So I don't know. It's a weird world.
I still do. I've sat in with a lot of bands here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, we need to see that.
Do y'all know Holly Beth?
Yeah.
We're gonna meet her soon.
Good. I worked with her for a long time, and I'm actually gonna fill in some shows with her too. I play bass.
Okay, I was about to ask what you play.
Yeah. So if I got an off night.
Are you a fun bass player or a boring? Are you like?
I'm the.
Or are you dancing around on stage?
I move my head a lot, like too much. Like I'd get in the groove, and everybody, like even if you couldn't hear me, you would know.
Can I tell you the funniest bass story ever?
Yes.
I think. Okay, so I'm in Nashville, and this old guy that has the mullet, like when he moves, like mud flaps out, you know.
Nice.
And I'm sitting on the front row, and my sister's beside me, so she can attest to this. And she's like, I think the bass player's making eye dude. He's like at least like 55 or something. This was way back in Nashville times, and so he starts giving me the eye.
That's me.
No, wait. Then he does this. So he looks at me and he's like,
oh yeah.
Ooh. He starts going over the top with his hand, and I just kind of did like this. I was like,
yes.
That's how Paul picked up his wife.
Yes.
Did you do the over the top? I had never seen that, but like when he would go over the top, like the mud flaps would come out, so it's like air blowing.
Yeah. We lived in the same apartment complex, and we would pass each other all the time because I would be like going home when she's going to work. I work days too, but I would be out all night, and I would go home, like I'd wake up somewhere and I'd go home, take a shower, get dressed, go to work. And so we always were passing each other in that awkward, you know. And one day I pulled my truck out of the parking lot, and I was going to turn, and I saw her getting in her car, and I just stopped, and I rolled my window down, and I was like staring at her. Didn't realize how obviously creepy that was, but I swear, I saw her and I was like, I'm gonna marry that girl. I swear. And then obviously I did. But I saw her, and later I told her about it. She was like, yeah, you creeped me.
So you look like you.
She's like, you look like you were back from the dead.
You were like, was she like, I'm about to get raped and murdered and then thrown in the back of this guy?
And I had a lot of hair, and it was all over the place, like.
Oh my gosh.
Horrible chin strap beard.
So to date, can you tell me what has been one of your favorite events that you've gotten to put on, or artists that you've got to work with that stands out the most to you? I mean, I know there's probably a lot, but
there's a lot. There's really been a lot, but it's Co-Wetzel.
Yeah.
And I have a Co-Wetzel tattoo.
Nice. Yes.
I don't know.
That's my favorite song by them.
Which way?
Absolute favorite song.
Yeah, and so like I did my version of it, and the B, if you look, he's like had his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But that's, to me, that I took honey pain and made it like the bee has to go through pain to get the honey kind of thing.
Look at you, you're all deep and reflective too.
I don't know if you heard the song, but you gotta, it's good.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with the hot here.
So all my tattoos have some sort of meaning, some degree.
We need a whole separate episode for that.
Yeah, except my first one was I turned 18, lived in Nashville, got a terrible tattoo.
What was it? Got
Yeah.
drunk at a George Strait
Yeah.
concert and got a frog. I don't even like frogs.
Yes.
Every day I'm like, oh, whoa. God, I was pregnant. I was like, oh, there's a green horse on your stomach.
You got a stomach
Thanks,
tattoo?
George Strait. Well, it's a little bit down here, but
Oh,
when
the
you get
hip
pregnant,
tat. The hip tat, yes.
it was literally
Oh,
like
true.
it was like a great. I don't even like frogs.
Is it just sitting or is
No,
it
it's
like...
looking at a flower.
Okay.
George Strait, Miller Lite, Cowboy Stadium. Woo!
It happens.
It does.
It
It's
happens.
a daily reminder. Tell my daughter, I'm like, you see what George Strait and Miller Lite will do you? Don't end up like your mom.
Oh my god.
It works.
What was your first tattoo?
It's a really terrible cross that classic, like when you're young and you're like, oh, my friend can draw, so he's gonna draw my tattoo. And the shop I went to, the guy was just like, looking back, I know how terrible the whole situation was, but at the time,
Was the guy even like, oh?
the guy was like, I could probably fix that up a little bit, you know, and then
Oh,
when
no.
he brought it back out, I was like, it looks exactly the same. And so it's non-symmetrical. It looks like a four-way crossing.
Shut up. Are
'Cause
you
it's
serious?
Like, it's like just a little bit off axis. It's not, it's terrible.
My first tat's with nothing. My second tat is too, and so is the third. So.
What is a tattoo of nothing? Is it like, jeez.
You're pretty, Paul.
Darla's dad joke.
Jaeger bombs.
God, I love how much we're a shit show all the time. These are so great. Check back in 30 minutes and Darla's cool passed out behind the drum kit.
So, Paul. I knew Paul long before Paul knew I knew Paul. Because I followed him on Facebook with the Bubba's Brewhouse because I follow Co Wetzel and Reed and all of them, and they were just constantly posting about this Bubba's. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard of this venue. So I find Bubba's and I follow the page, and obviously Paul Steen's like on there posting, so follow you. And I'm like, damn, this place is popping up quick, and I've been watching it progress. I think even before you guys were open, you were on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was watching that whole process. So this has been like full circle, really cool for me.
Yeah, because
I'm like,
she
man.
told me about you guys a long time
Really?
ago. Yeah,
Mhm.
came into the mix and we
Creeper.
started talking. Hell yeah, man! You're welcome.
I told Chris when they were coming to play, I was like, man, I've been following this guy on Facebook for a long time. His Facebook stats are hilarious. Oh, on that note, Coco, could you hand me my phone, please?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I can.
Are you about to expose me?
No,
You have some screenshots.
not quite. That was the plan. Let's get Western! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation,
See,
exclamation.
that I shared your post and said, let's get Western,
But it didn't.
but it didn't post your post, so it just is me going, let's get Western! But people reacted to it, and so I just left it.
Were they
I liked it.
Line Dance Thursday?
Yeah, right. The tarantulas were in full force.
Follow me on the tweetins. I have no friends. Whoever the made a white Android charger, your mom's a hoe.
Isn't that ridiculous now? Let's talk about that. A white Android charger. That is unacceptable.
They get so dirty.
No,
Why does
that
it
is-
matter though?
White cables are reserved for Apple products.
This is
And then they're the astronaut too.
Yeah, buy my Dropbox, I'll send you stupid shit like this all the time.
Do y'all have Twitter?
No, but we're working.
no, but I twatted.
Wait. Is that the same thing as sharding? Is it or queefing? What's twatting?
You've been to Doorant before.
I'm the original tarantula. They didn't know.
Callie hung out with the
statues
tarantulas.
downtown, actually. Didn't even know.
So right now on Twitter, girls are posting. Twitter's like the Wild West of social media. You can put whatever you want on there.
Okay.
That's what we've heard. We should get it.
I know. People have been telling us, but I'm a little scared.
So I'll tell you this, and then I'll tell you how I found Twitter. So the reason I posted that was girls are now posting like the Snapchat premium type post pictures of themselves on there, and they're like, buy my Dropbox for $100 and I'll send you pictures and videos. So I was trolling them when I was like, buy my Dropbox, I'll send you stupid stuff.
That's all it
So
takes
this
to
is
make
like a whole
$100?
box.
Yeah.
God, I could do that in my sleep. I'll send you pictures of my toes for $100.
Feet pics are big right now.
Listen, shout out to the public. I will send you pictures of my feet for payment. I'm broke.
So, do you want to hear how I found out about Twitter?
I do.
Yes.
So, our resident,
Disgusted by the whole box.
our resident madman, Moose.
Moose the man.
Now, when his wife sees this, Danny, it was before he met you. Okay? Get that clear.
Pre-brief.
So, we were in here shooting pool. Moose decides to distract one of the security guards that he's playing, pulls his cashews out, puts them on the pool table.
It was both.
His nutsack.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
like, cash. I could literally picture that.
Nutsack.
His cashews. Pulls them out. Of course, Westfall misses, distracted. And he says, take my picture. And I was like, why would I take a picture of you with your nuts out? Like, okay. So I took the picture.
Okay.
And he's like,
Questioned it, but
he's
still
like,
did it.
send that to me. I was like, okay. So I sent it to him, and then he's like, I'm going to put that on my Twitter. And he put the caption, that's a ballsy move. And so I had been, I pushed the boundaries of Facebook because I forget that it's for everyone,
Right.
And
We have to chicken squawk ourselves.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, wait, you're putting that on social media? And he's like, yeah, it's just Twitter. So I'm like, what is Twitter? Downloaded it right there. Been hooked ever since.
Man,
Started
I
feeling
feel
away
like
at the
people
end.
would not want
can
to know
say-
me on that.
Oh, we're getting
Oh, it's-
Twitter.
the
Family,
greatest.
not allowed. We're getting a Twitter account, and we're not telling you the damn name.
It's a
Twatters.
I kind of want to know what your hopes are for this music venue. Obviously, I know it being in Doorant, Oklahoma, it's a little far away from things, so it's kind of hard. Like, you guys are having to work hard to, and you've put a lot of work in already to this point to make it relevant and make it a venue, and that shows a lot of dedication. It's not the same as having a venue in the city.
No.
Where your marketing your marketing here, you have to put double the effort in, and I think that's really special because it takes a lot to get people out to kind of more remote locations.
Well, yeah, and especially the bands that you're bringing in. The fact
Yeah.
that they're traveling here to do that says a lot about you and
It
your
does.
venue.
It's like, and you'll see it tonight. It's everyone here.
Family.
We're all on the same page. We all think the same.
Right.
We just look at each other, and one of them will smile, and they're like, "Oh God, here it goes!" Like we all know, the show's coming,
These
Yeah.
are kind of people, man. We knew it. We knew it. You're our mentor too. We didn't.
Man.
I don't know if we told you that or not, but
I
you're gonna be.
We're gonna-
our mentor. Like we're gonna be like your little Coco and Darla that just.
We're gonna create one of those
Let's
roll it.
motivational webinars that's like how to be a show when you're all kids.
You have to own it. You have to.
That's
own
what
it.
we said. That's why we always make fun of ourselves because we're like,
Yeah.
man, like.
Yeah. Listen, if you're crazy, be crazy because eventually it's gonna come out. Just be honest, be crazy, and
Just be an alcoholic.
if
you're an
you want to
alcoholic.
be, if you want to be in this thing that we're in, you have to be crazy.
You
So
have to be crazy and you have to love music.
Yeah.
That's always been my favorite thing about music is it moves people.
It
It
does.
allows people to resonate on levels that.
So, like I was saying earlier, music, movie, or like literature, even plays, anything, to me, good writing, and this is, I've judged some pretty good songwriting contests, and that's what I always tell people is like, to me, good writing is the ability to either reinforce or initiate a thought or emotion.
Right.
So, good writing is either going to make you say, I knew it, at least someone else believes it too, or I never thought of that.
Love
Or
that.
change the way you feel about something.
That's really cool. I like that. Man, music is such a cool thing. So we were talking about earlier people's different versions of like what makes music good. For me, it's a lot of lyrics, like or at least how are you affecting the person that's listening?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, and because if you affect somebody in a positive way, they're gonna reach miles and miles and miles to support you. Like my favorite artist, Doorant Okrahoma right now, I'm like trying to get somebody to send me his limited edition record from Record Store Day because I believe in that artist so much. Like people will go to lengths to support you if you're moving them, and I think to me that's what classifies good music.
So can I ask you this real quick? Is there
Yeah.
like a bucket list person that you would love to have come and play here? Or several? I'm sure you have several.
You got a list?
But
There's tons.
name drop. Do it. 5, 4, 3,
I
2,
hit-
1.
I did hit a bucket list artist last year twice. He came and played twice. It was
Who?
Stoney LaRue. And I've got a guitar signed by him. He used to play a place here in Doorant to like 3 people every week.
Really?
Every week. Yeah, Moose actually worked there. He was a security guard there. And
All comes full circle.
he would like 3 people every week, acoustic show. And then it was like 5 people, 10 people, 30 people. Boom, Red Dirt album comes out.
Right.
Sold out show. Sold out Billy Bob's. Huge, you know. But I've known him throughout all these years. And I hadn't seen him in 10 years, right? And nobody looks like they did 10 years ago. Nobody
Right.
does.
No shit.
Walking through the bar, he's just like, hey, Paul, how you been? Like, just right off, you know?
Mm.
And I've met so many people that have that same story with him. He has an incredible memory of faces and names. It's insane.
That's
Horrible
awesome.
name, but faces. I never forget a face.
He has an insane memory. Because you know he's met 100,000
Oh
people.
gosh,
at
I
least.
can't even imagine.
At least 100,000.
Easily.
Handshakes, pictures, whatever. And I don't know, I've always enjoyed him as an artist, as a writer. I've always enjoyed the credit he gave Brandon Jenkins too.
Right.
I always enjoyed that. So for me, it was like, finally got to bring him here. It was pretty cool. So we've had him twice. We'll bring him back again.
Yeah.
He's a good fit for us. He likes it here too. So
I've heard he's in it. Kim Pomeroy was talking about him. She said he was super nice. I've never met him. So I
I've
don't
met
know,
him
but-
about 30 different times, and he's a different person every time.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's
But
all
he will
really.
remember you every
hit or
time. I
miss.
swear. But he's, he's been doing this, I think, like 25 years now.
Yeah, long time.
So, been there, done that with literally every situation.
Right.
So,
He knows.
great. I love working with him. I love working with Stoney. It's anytime he comes in or not him, obviously, but an offer comes in my email, I'm like,
Doing
Well,
it.
for the level that he's at now, for him to play in any venue, that's a big deal.
yeah.
I have the hiccups. I have a champagne hiccups. So it says a lot about your venue. I think it's cool. I don't think you guys are going to do anything but grow, especially if you keep promoting the way you do and keep building the rapport with the music community. A lot of venues fail to build rapport with the musicians.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a venue musicians want to play at, then you just
There's a
kind
lot
of
of-
screwed. Like, I think you're doing a good job at that, at least
It's-
from what I see.
It's a industry of passion, so there's always snakes.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
And it's like,
We
and I would
come
say,
across
I've
a
turned
few.
over a lot of stones and been bit by a lot of snakes,
Yeah,
And it's kind of the beauty of it as well,
It
It's just
is.
part of it, so.
Yeah.
You try to avoid it as much as you
love
can,
this
but
guy so much. Our people, we're just gonna start sleeping in your bar. Wake up, hey, Paul.
Man, you know what our snakes today were? Our car magnets flying off while we were
Oh,
driving.
yeah. Driving down the road.
Silly.
Just,
My internet not working to upload Chris's video.
y'all came in a monsoon though.
I know, and we were like, we need to stop and get champagne. And like, as soon as she says champagne, I see liquor store, and I'm like, slam on the brakes. Boots is like, come around, and maybe Medill or somewhere. They're like,
It's Medill.
hey, it's coming, darling. We just need some champagne. And they were like,
I thought we were getting pulled over.
yeah.
I
I was like, no, I found a liquor store.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I know you've expanded like into artist management and stuff, but do you see yourself wanting to expand Bubba's to other places or dive deeper into artist management? Like, where's your big dreams? Like, what are you dreaming about?
Both. I had a really good discussion today with someone about this. I feel like there's a lot of good people that have venues that need help.
Right.
And I feel like I can bridge that gap between them and the artist and let them know this is the right way of doing it, this is not the right way of doing it. It's hard to not offend anyone by this, but we call them Facebook booking agents.
Right.
Where it's just like, oh, I'm a booking agent because I made a Facebook page.
Right.
And that's great. You have to start somewhere. That's awesome. But at the same time, it's really important to get in and work with people and learn these things the correct way. I think there's good people that own small venues, my size and smaller, that are really passionate music fans, but they don't understand all the working parts. And I feel like if what I would like to do is come in and help these venues bridge that gap as a talent buyer would be the position, or a mid buyer, I guess is what it's really called. But I want the venue to be successful. I want the people to be happy, but also the bands to be taken care of and do good business. Like,
I love that music has that many different facets of it because, people think about music and it's usually just a band, but without the promoters, without the yeah, that's about to go down.
It's all very, very important.
It really is. Oh, Coco's going for it. There we go. We got the
Sorry.
all this.
She's a guitar whore. She always was.
I have seen her. No, we won't go there.
Yay! All right. Anyways, sorry.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Just do it.
One time in a bar, Coco was a little sideways, and she was dating this guy, and he was really throwing it down with some guitar and an acoustic set. She might.
I can't believe you just sold me out.
You told me to go for it.
Well, I didn't know you were going to tell me about it. That was kind of awesome. I felt like, and he was like, well, just put his head down. I was like, no. It's a little sideways.
Oh my God, but
I love it.
where do you think I was going with that? She forgot about it. That's why. Sorry. We're friends.
For the drums or the guitar right now?
Bass.
Or the bass. Okay. What do I
On this note, we have some gifts for you.
Right.
Brand new, love it first song shirt.
LAFS. Y'all call it LAFS?
Yes, we do. And you have to read it. I brought you this. This is a Coco gift.
Is that a G or a C?
That's a G.
G. It says, I wanted to clarify before we got awkward. Not that this isn't awkward, but it's cat butt gum. 8 pieces of Kiss My Ass attitude.
Because you can pull that off.
Right here. Have you tried it?
Butthole on there. No, it's just for you.
You haven't tried it?
No. Here you go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Put it on.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you. Let's try this.
There's no drinks and alcohol in the background. This is called Eat Shit. Seriously, do not mess with me today. This is also yours.
Where did you get these? Medill?
Medill.
The liquor store?
Where did you get them?
Colorado.
Oh, are these?
Are they THC infused?
No.
Oh, I was about to
Disappointment. JK, Uncle Sam won't let me do that shit. But
I have plenty of those too, don't worry.
Alright, how's the cat butt gum? So he's like, Tastes like Mentos. You know, a cat butthole tasted like Mentos.
Not gonna be licking any cat butthole, but
It's a G, not a C.
we
Like it.
man, here
We like it, man. We're so glad that you came.
We're super pumped that you allowed us to do this because we've been talking about this for a long time and
We've really been wanting to get in with some venue people. And,
some venue owners. Paul Steen, the machine.
Steam machine.
we know, Reed, we know that you're the opener. Just give us 10 more minutes.
He's the headliner. He's the headliner.
I hope we can put all this in there. Oh,
Great.
thank you.
Great.
Thank you. Good job,
Thanks,
Reed.
Reed.
I'm always disappointed when he doesn't whistle at the end of that song.
Damn it.
Because on the record, I'm not a whistler, but it's like, oh, I nailed it. That's the first time I've ever got that right.
Nice.
I'll never try it again.
Leave it. Yeah, sometimes things when they're perfect,
When you
just gotta leave
peak,
them.
you peak, you know?
That's true.
Man,
Hold on. Wait.
I gotta give you some knuckles. I really enjoyed having, like, you're our first venue person to have
Yeah.
one.
You
And
are.
I really appreciate you taking the time to be like, I don't know these crazy, but I'm gonna sit down with them.
Seriously. I was
Really, that means a lot.
For this being our first episode not in boots, and our first episode with a venue owner, and our first episode with a different light setup, beer hats, giving out merch. I mean, all of it's
Y'all are just breaking ground today, man.
I know!
Day
So much
old.
ground, I could put
Wait.
a hard hat back
Never
on.
mind. Please, man, please. We got this.
See if we can bring the Dong Bong out of retirement for tonight.
You know we like dong bombs. Well, Mr. Paul Steen,
Coco darling. Ow.
Did you say it? Is anyone say it? That's a wrap?